All right, thanks, Alan. You're listening to WAIF 88.3 FM, Cincinnati. You are listening to the greatest story ever told. And I'm Ramblin' Rob, your host for the best in live Grateful Dead, jam bands, and local music. We've got a good program here for you today. Playing the special Beatles show. Have a special guest I'll tell you about here in just a little bit. WAIF, as a community radio station, serves only to open its airways to responsible, divergent points of view. The opinions expressed on this show do not reflect those of WAIF, its board of trustees, staff, or programmers. The opinions expressed on this program are my own views or those of my guests. Thank you for listening to the greatest story ever told. I'm Ramblin' Rob, your host. WAIF 88.3 FM is where we're at. You can listen worldwide at www.waif883.org. So yeah, I've got a lot of internet listeners out there. I'd like to just say hi to everybody. Thanks again for listening. Try to bring you the best of the Grateful Dead and live music and play you the songs that dance through my head periodically throughout the week. We have a special Beatles show today, playing a lot of the tunes that the Grateful Dead did. Done by the Beatles. They did a lot of them, but they didn't do a lot of them frequently. They kind of pulled them out every once in a while, played a couple a year, and that's about it. Very rare for them to actually play them. So we're going to start out our show here with a little bit of music by these guys. We'll come back in a little bit, tell you about news, what's happening in the jam band world, and also what you missed today in Grateful Dead history. First, I'm going to start out, though, with a little song from 1969, June 6th, Fillmore West, San Francisco, California was the venue. This is going to kind of usher in one of the new features I'm going to be having here on The Greatest Story Ever Told, special guests. I've been telling you about a lot of the special guests the Grateful Dead did play with, and I just figured I'm going to start playing you one song a show with one of these people in it. And here's one of the special guests from that date, Elvin Bishop, playing a really good version of a song made popular by a little man named Pigpen, but this one is called Smokestack Lightnin.
Bring out your day! brother, sister, I've been gone. Little bitty boy, driving on, oh, fare you well. I never see you no more. Why don't you help me crying? Oh, 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 never see you no more. Very well. Just got to go. Just got to go. Just I got to go. Got to go. My love. your train. Let old poor boy ride. Why can't she hear me calling? Oh, 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 oh.
That was Elvin Bishop you just heard playing there with the Grateful Dead. That was from June 6, Fillmore West. That's 1969 was the date. So like I said, you've got a special section just coming up. We're going to be playing tunes here, or I'll be playing tunes here, over the next course of a couple months. Special guests. Got a lot of good ones lined up for you. Everybody from Janis Joplin to Duane Allman to Stephen Stills, David Crosby. Just a couple I just threw in just the top of my head. I'm going to be playing over the next couple weeks. Try to get one, if you're lucky, maybe two a show. But yeah, and got a little bit more information here for you. So just stick around. We got a PSA coming up from the one I play all the time, every time.
Marijuana plant is a hemp plant, and it's used for many other things than just smoking.
An acre of hemp produces 4 times as much paper as an acre of trees.
Every denomination, every color, every religion.
Genesis 1:12, I have given you all the seed-bearing plants and herbs to use.
Every week, innocent bystanders are senselessly killed, with thousands of others injured annually here in the United States alone during police chases for nonviolent crimes. I'm Glenn Morshower. As a devout supporter of law enforcement, I'm here today because we have a problem. Police chases kill innocent bystanders every week, like Johnny Kallmeyer, who left behind a devastated family, including 13 brothers and sisters. Or Kristen Saragusa, a fun-loving mother of 2. These deaths are no accident. Pursuit Safety does not want this to happen to your family. We're working for a safer way. Please visit pursuitsafety.org to learn the facts.
All right, a little word from our PSA. Speaking of that, if you guys like interesting things, which I know you all do, you can visit the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden located at 3400 Vine Street in Avondale. The zoo is open 7 days a week. The gates open at 9 a.m. and the park closes at 6 o'clock in the summer. For more information about the zoo, call 513-281-4700 or visit their website at www.cincinnatizoo.org. And speaking of Avondale, big shout out to John from Avondale. He called in, let me know how much he liked the show last time. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to play some of the stuff that I've been waiting to play. The Grateful Dead do the Beatles. And the first song we're going to get to here is a song from January 28th, 1987. This was the venue, San Francisco Civic Center, San Francisco, California. And this is a song that they did only a couple times. The Grateful Dead, like I said, played a fair amount of different Beatles songs, but they didn't play them a lot. This one is a tune you guys will recognize, called Get Back. They only did this one time, and that was on this date, of course, 1/28/87. This, of course, was a Lennon-McCartney song, as most of the Beatles songs are. They would write them individually, but sometimes, you know, if they came with a song and it was mostly John's or mostly Paul's, they'd still put their name on it just for the royalty rights, but they were nice like that. So, yeah, here we go, guys. Without much ado, we're going to get cranking with a little Grateful Dead doing Get Back.
Get back to where you once belonged. Get back, back, Loretta. Remember my big old high school sweater now. Let's get back, Loretta. Wearing those high heel shoes. Could give a man the blues now. Get back to where you once belonged. 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 Get back to where you once belonged.
All right, that was the Grateful Dead doing Get Back, tuned by the Beatles and covered by the Grateful Dead. That was the first, last, and only time that they did that tune. Hope you guys enjoyed that one on our Beatles special here. I'm playing a lot of tunes here because we've got Dakota in here. He's going to be on air here just in about 10 minutes. I'll play a couple more tunes and twist his proverbial rubber arm to get him on the air and let you guys know a little bit about the kids' angle on festivals. He's going to tell us a little bit about what kids can do at music festivals. A lot of you guys do go to festivals and elect to leave your dogs or kids at home. Well, he's here to tell you you don't have to do that anymore. So we're going to get on down the road with a little bit of letting you guys know what great shows we have here at WAIF. I like to call it the Swiss Army knife of radio. You can just about find anything that you like. And here's an example of that. Tuesday evenings from 8 to 10 p.m., tune into WAIF for a fine gumbo of Louisiana music. Creole, Cajun, and New Orleans R&B make a wonderful and tasty dessert of ear candy. Join Robin and Joni for a low-calorie, high-energy buffet of America's original music. That's Crawfish Fiesta. Catch it only on WAIF 883 Cincinnati. Or you can check it out worldwide online, www.waif883.org. So we're going to get on with a little more music here, but first I'm going to let you know what's happening in all the jam band world. Couple quick newsworthy items. Rocky Grass announced a couple new artists. I only have to say that. Dell, Jerry Douglas, Tim O'Brien, Keller. Check them out online. Also, Rumpke Mountain Boys music are available on a couple new ways now. You can get them on iTunes and Amazon, so check them out. Keller Williams, Keys, just released that album. It's a all-piano album where he plays all Grateful Dead songs. Check that out, and that is really cool. Also, announced just 3 days ago, summer dates for Widespread Panic. Check them out online. Green Sky Bluegrass, I played those guys a couple times in the last month or two, have a new album in the works. So they got some spring tour dates to back that one up. Check out them online. Also, happy belated birthday. Of course, you passed away, but Vince Welnick's birthday. Happy birthday to Vince. Tragic death, and one of the true greats set in the proverbial hot seat called the keyboard player in the Grateful Dead, similar to the drummer location in Spinal Tap. Also, 2/18/71, we're real close to that date. Mickey left the band over some personal issues, we'll just say. And also real close to this date, on 2/17/79, Donna and Keith left the band to pursue other musical interests. So we're going to come back and let you guys know what you missed today in Grateful Dead history after a little more music. I'm going to play a tune here from one of the bands called Vinyl Soup. This one's called Leave Me Alone. I'm going to be getting them in here in just a couple weeks in studio to let you guys check them out. And like I said, they're a band from Nashville. I really like those guys. So check them out when you get the chance. And I really like the tune, and I hope you guys do.
What a strange person. But hey, enough of my yakking. What do you say? Let's boogie.
As I look out my window, I've asked you many times not to toast to my sorrow. I'm so glad it's the month of May. I know winter is long gone. The green now dominates. I have hope again, even with the brightest days of spring. I beg for you to leave me alone. Leave me alone. The beacon deep within our soul shines brighter than the sun. Loneliness, this is not your own. When you return, you will be on your own. Late at night when I slow down, shadows dance upon the wall. You were told just yesterday not to return a call. All the wounds deep within my heart have almost fully healed. I don't doubt or contemplate when you whisper in my ear. There is no fool upon the hill. So turn around and leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That was a local band called Vinyl Soup. They're gonna be stopping in March 7th into the greatest story ever told, and playing you guys a couple tunes, letting us know about all the stuff they've got coming up. You can find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Just type in Ramblin' Rob. I'll pop up. Send me a message. Be my friend. We do have underwriting spots available for as little as $8 a mention. Get your business, your event, your band, your bar mitzvah, yard sale, you name it. Just get it on the air. Contact Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. He'll set you up with all you need to know to get this event publicized. We also have memberships available. $25 will get you a membership to WAIF, and I will, out of the generosity of my heart, bring you a copy of today's show and give it to you on disc, give you a nice little button. We do have tax-deductible gold corporate level memberships available for $100. That's right, and with this, you'll get a copy of today's music, and I'll either give you a coffee cup or burn you a couple of CDs from Ramblin' Rob's own personal vault of Grateful Dead. Got about 700 shows. I'm sure I probably have something you may like. All right, we're going to get on down the road with a little bit more music here. We're going to, in just a couple minutes, get Dakota on the air and let you guys know all about the kid angle on festivals. He's a big Beatles fan, hence the Beatles show today. But first, today in Grateful Dead history, in case you guys missed it, in 1969, the Grateful Dead played at the Dream Bowl out in Vallejo, California. In 1970, the boys were playing at the San Antonio Civic Center Auditorium, San Antonio, Texas. 1971 saw the boys playing the Capitol Theater, Port Chester, New York, a great venue. That was the ESP show, too, where they had members of the audience concentrate on some different objects like circle, triangle, square, stuff like that as they flashed them up on the stage, and they had people set up at a university in Upper New York. I forget the exact name of it, but they were up there receiving the images, and it proved pretty successful. I think they had about a 30-some% success rate with the images. But anyway, I tend to ramble a little bit. 1973, Assembly Hall, University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana. 1982, saw him playing the Pauley Pavilion, Los Angeles. 1991, the Oakland Coliseum, of course, Oakland, California. Most of the second set on that night was played with Erto, the Egyptian drummer, and that was also the show without Bruce Hornsby. 1990, he was recording. 1992, they were actually surprised, actually at Club Front, the recording studio, doing rehearsal for their new songs, like So Many Roads, Karina, stuff like that. They were breaking out during that time. 1993, Oakland Coliseum. That was a big show. That was the first ever Lazy River Road, the first time they ever played Eternity, and the first time they played Liberty. So 1995, last time they played was at the Delta Center, Salt Lake City, Utah. That was the only time they played a tune called Salt Lake City. The last time they played I Just Want to Make Love to You. The last Visions of Johanna, and that was Vince's 44th birthday, by the way. So that's what you missed today in Grateful Dead history. Going to get on with a little more music here for you. I think we're going to do a little bit of Beatles. That's right, Grateful Dead doing the Beatles. This is Blackbird.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this into the light of the dark black night. Singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
All right, that was the Grateful Dead doing the Beatles' great song Blackbird. The Grateful Dead only did that 2 times, June 23rd, 1988 and July 17th, 1988. Of course, that was another Lennon-McCartney song. Like I said, the Grateful Dead did a fair amount of Beatles song, but they didn't really do any of them a lot. Most of the songs you're going to be hearing today, they only play it anywhere from 2 to 7 times. So it really wasn't something that they practiced where they got good at it. They just kind of broke it out as they saw fit. So there you go. We're going to squeeze one more little teeny song in here, and then we're going to get on air with Dakota. He'll be telling you all about festivals and why you don't have to leave your kids at home anymore. So we're going to play some music here by, it's Grateful Dead. Yep. This is another great tune by the Beatles that the Grateful Dead covered. I know a lot of you guys might have been at this show. This is a show that was up at Buckeye Lake. Let's see, July 29th, 1994. I don't know if any of you guys were up there during that time frame, but we're going to play a tune from that in just a bit. Trying to find it right now. It's a pretty extensive list here on my many reels of tape, but I think I'm going to change gears, sticking with the Blackbird theme. This one came out about that same time, and it's real short. It's only 3 minutes. We're going to jump over to August 24th, 1985. We'll do a little bit of the proverbial day tripping for you. So, crank it. And you will enjoy this tune, I swear. Well, got to get the old reel-to-reel kicked into high gear here. Trying to get this one cranking for you. The reel-to-reel is just a little slow today. Got to fast forward to the right section. We're going to have a lot of good guests coming up on the greatest story ever told. I've got, like I said, Vinyl Soup coming in on March 7th. Next week, working on a little bit of Freekbass. That's right. I'm going to try to drag him into the studio here and get him to play some tunes for you. I think we're going to be able to get him in, but I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I'll tell you about this in a little bit.
in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? We do it in the road. Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Do it in the road. Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? Don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us.
All right, that was the Grateful Dead doing Why Don't We Do It in the Road, the Beatles classic there. The Grateful Dead only did that tune a total of 7 times. Like I said, they didn't really do them a lot. They just pulled them out every once in a while. June 27th, 1984 to March 30th, 1986 was when they performed that tune. That was just a McCartney song. So, ooh, shocker there. So we're going to get on down the road with a little more information for you here. We've got a special guy coming up. Going to be playing some more tunes just to give you guys a little highlight, a little overview. Next hour, we got some more Grateful Dead coming up. Got some Freekbass coming up, Rumpke Mountain Boys, and a couple other surprises for you. But first, I think I'm going to talk to a young man here named Dakota Halsey. I'd like everybody from Greatest Story Ever Told to welcome him aboard. Thanks for coming in, Dakota.
Good to be here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. We're going to be talking a little bit to Dakota about festivals, and especially, the kids' angle on festivals. A lot of adults do go to fest and have a great time, but, you don't have to leave your dogs and kids at home. You can bring them and have a good time. So we're going to find a little bit about Dakota here. We're going to find out a little bit of info here. How old are you, buddy?
12.
12 years old, so that perfect little angle there for you guys to pick up, 12-year-olds to, we see kids from diapers to 12, 13-year-olds at festivals. A lot of kids do show up there. Where do you live at?
I live in Marymount, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cool. Yeah, we're on the east side of town. You have any interests or hobbies you want to talk about, you like to let everybody know about?
One of my main interests is Minecraft.
Minecraft, and that's a video game about mining?
And building, sure.
And building? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's the game I think that everybody looks like Lego pieces, right? They're made out of Lego.
Yes.
Yeah. It's similar. It's very similar, in case you guys haven't seen it, to the video game graphics circa about 1982 on the old Ataris. Kind of real old school type of game. And one of the reasons why he's in here is I've personally gone to a lot of festivals, seen Dakota there, partied a lot with him as far as, watching, make sure he doesn't stick his finger in electrical light sockets and drink poison water and pick up dead things and stuff like that. But he's in here because he does like music, and he does like Ramblin' Rob's show, so we decided to have him in here, and I'm going to ask him what some of his favorite musical likes are. I know he's big into some of the older stuff. What's laying next to your boombox in your room right now?
Well, I have some Beatles, I have Rumpke Mountain Boys, I got Jimi Hendrix, just the classics.
Classics? Let's see, last time I was over there, I think there was some, Bob Marley, Bob Dylan, and a couple things like that laying around.
Lots of Bobs.
Yeah, lots of Bobs. Yeah, Bob Weir, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley. Your neighbor Bob with guitar, maybe? No?
No.
Okay. So, yeah, a big Beatles fan. I think that's the number one band you like, right?
That would be correct.
Yeah. And who doesn't like the Beatles? I mean, when you look at the history of rock and roll, seldom has there been a band that shook the rock and roll music off its very foundations like the Beatles did, be it, a Love Me Do coming out and playing and just blowing everybody's mind, or causing girls to faint, or causing girls to rip their clothes off and throw them at them, to, Sgt. Pepper's, to where they did a dichromatic shift where you thought you knew the Beatles until, they did like Strawberry Fields and everybody scratched their head, and then Sgt. Pepper's came out and everybody was like, what in the heck happened to my clean-cut boys? Where's the monkeys? We need the monkeys. But, yeah, so the Beatles are big here. Everyone loves the Beatles. Do you have any favorite songs by the Beatles?
There's too many of my favorites. I can't think of any right off the top of my head.
Oh, that's good. What about a favorite album by the Beatles?
My favorite album would probably have to be Abbey Road.
Oh, yeah. True classic there. Yeah, everybody's classic rock collection should probably have at least Abbey Road and Sgt. Pepper's in it, if not a couple other ones like Rubber Soul and Revolver. But we got the Beatles covered there. I know you guys have been at a lot of festivals. I see you around. Like I say, I'm friends with your mom, Dawn, one of the fellow tie-dyers like my wife, Cindy, and we do a lot of festivals together. Can you name some of the festivals that you've been to that, were pretty memorable for you?
I really like going to pretty much any festival at Terrapin Hills or Nelson Ledges Koi Park up by Cleveland.
Yeah, two of my favorites right there. I mean, my two favorites probably right there. You got the nice scenic, quiet hills of Kentucky, the rolling wooded hills of Kentucky, on an organic farm down in Harrodsburg called Terrapin Hill Farms. And then on the flip side of that coin, you got the hard, rocky flatland up near Cleveland called Nelson Ledges. I really like that one a lot. You got a beach.
Got a cliff to jump off. Make sure you pack rain gear if you go to either places.
Oh, yeah. And Festy boots, the rubber waterproof boots. It's a mandatory. And always bring more clothes than you think you're going to need. Because Mother Nature will laugh at you at the end if you come unprepared. So, yeah, we've been to some muddy fests.
The muddiest.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of things, you just kind of mentioned Nelson Ledges there and a couple things up there that keep kids busy. I know that when kids go to festivals, they tend to kind of pack up a little bit and they go off and, go to the playground, go to the woods, what do you guys do when you're at the festivals to occupy your time?
Well, me and my close friend Fire, personally, we make money.
Make money, there you go. What do you do to make money, or should I ask?
We one time went around campsites. We've both, I think, sold buttons, and the most money I've ever made selling buttons is $142. I only got to keep the $42. I had to give the $100 to my employer, but
well, that's not bad for, what was it, 2-day sales, $142. That's pretty good. That's probably better than a lot of the vendors down there. I know it's better than me, but so yeah, you make your money. You can sell buttons, you can sell pens, stickers, flyers. I know I've seen you with a lot of different things in your hand. I think I saw some jars in your hand one time.
Selling Grateful Good.
Yeah, Grateful Goods jars. Yeah, that's right. The boy does have a knack for making money. I will say that. So you guys walk around, do the sale thing. What else you guys do down there?
Whatever we can think of that will entertain us. The Nelson Ledges, there is swimming, cliff jumping, hiking.
So how high is this cliff?
It depends on the rainwater, I guess. When I generally jump off it, it's about 16 to 18 feet.
Yeah, that'd make me nervous.
Make me nervous.
Do you ever bring a fishing pole to any of these things?
Not yet.
No? Well, I know I saw you a lot up at the beach, jumping off the cliff. They have what do they call that in the middle of the quarry? Isn't that they call the island or something?
Oh, yeah, the island. That's very fun to swim out to. Exhausting.
Yeah, it's a little far, but once you get out there, it's your own little private island, right?
Yeah. Fun to jump off of.
You saw there's a lot of fish up there, too, isn't there?
Yeah, lots of large bass, even some freshwater jellyfish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were trying to find pictures of those last night. Yeah, they have one of the rare things up at the Nelson Ledges Quarry Park, freshwater jellyfish. They don't sting you, but they look really cool. So, yeah, we got Nelson Ledges and Terrapin, two of my favorite venues. I know you like them, too. I guess there's a lot of creeks probably to play in. I know Terrapin's got a creek. You can probably go down there and kick around a little bit, can't you?
Yeah, I'd rather large river.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you take me to, where was that? Hannon's Camp America? Wasn't that the Ewok village they have up there?
Yeah. Old wooded tree houses, stuff like that. Lots of stuff to play in. Rather hard to find, but it's lots of fun once you do find it.
Yeah, we found it. We even found our way back in the dark without flashlights.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do, that just kind of reinforces. He just kind of touched base on a couple things that, kids can do. There is a lot of things, a lot of the venues have playgrounds. A lot of venues make little pools. I know Terrapin has a little, a canoe they fill with water?
They always have some kind of water something going on there.
Well, yeah, it was like 116 degrees last time we were down there.
Yeah.
It was a little hot, but yeah, they always try to take care of the kids, keep them occupied. A lot of places do have kids workshops or kid yoga workshops, hula hoop things. So yeah, it's not just music for the adults. A lot of places are kind of realizing that, let's make this a family event, bring the family and everybody. That makes it a more family-friendly environment. Plus B, they get to sell extra tickets, so they make more money. So yeah, they're trying to get that angle. So I don't want to keep you on the horn here. We got a lot of music to cover, but I would like to, tip off my hat, say thanks for coming in. I know you're going to do a couple shout-outs here. I can give you a couple minutes here to say hi to everybody, so I'll just let you go to town on that right now.
So first, I wanted to say happy birthday to my friend Jerome Winsler. He's turning 12. I wanted to say keep warm to my mom and Alan in Kansas.
Oh, gosh, that's right.
Snowed in, have fun in the indoor pool and hot tub. Wish I was there.
Yeah, sounds like a rough time.
Wanted to say hi to Fire and Ben Rumpke, and he played local mandolin player who plays in the Rumpke Mountain Boys.
Yep, Ben Gurley. Yep, he's a great cat.
And that's pretty much all.
Okay, well, we'll come back with the code in a little bit here. I'm going to play more music for you first. Like I said, I'm going to in the process right now of trying to get a lot of musical guests in here. March 7th, we're going to have the guys from Vinyl Soup in. As a matter of fact, next week I'm hoping to get Freekbass in here. I'm going to talk to Alex Hall from the band Oliver Hall on the phone. Got the Infinity Project in the works. I've got to bump him over the head with some blunt object and chloroform him, throw him in the back of a van to get those guys in here. But one of the bands I really like, they play some truly original music, we'll say. And speaking truly original, here's one of the guys that is a true original, a man from Cincinnati that studied under Bootsy Collins.
First drummer was
the Peeper. John Stumpy Pepys.
Oh, yeah.
Great, tall blonde geek with glasses.
Yeah. Good drummer.
Great look. Good drummer. Good drummer. Fine.
What happened to him?
He died. He died in a bizarre gardening accident some years back.
It's really one of those things. It was, the authorities said, best leave it, unsolved, really.
And he was replaced by.
Stumpy Joe. Eric Stumpy Joe Childs.
Yes. And what happened to Stumpy Joe?
Well, it's not a very pleasant story, but he died, he choked on, the official explanation was he choked on vomit.
It was actually someone else's vomit. It's not...
Exactly.
There's no real...
Well, they can't prove whose vomit it was. They don't have facilities in Scotland Yard to print.
You can't really dust for vomit.
So there you go, a little information and helpful advice for you guys. You can't really dust for vomit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Dakota. We're going to come back in just a little bit with more on him. But you can find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Just look up Ramblin' Rob. Be more than happy to be your friend. Send me up a request. If you are a local musician, you have any thing you'd like me to hear, just let me know. Shoot it up to me. Be more than happy to listen to it. If I like it, I'll get you on the air and get you in the studio. If I don't, I'll probably just never listen to it again or give it to one of my friends or throw it in the trash, to be honest. So yeah, if I like it, you get on the air. If not, well, you might fade into obscurity without anyone in the Cincinnati area or the world, since we're on the internet, ever knowing. But enough of that. We're going to get on down the road. I got a lot of ground to cover this last hour, but we're going to play more tunes for you. Since that's the reason I've got everybody on the horn here, we're going to get on down the road with a little bit of music from one of my favorite bands. You could probably guess it was the Grateful Dead. If not, then you are sadly mistaken. We have a lot of tunes I'm going to cover here. I'm trying to get a great tune by the band up here from Buckeye Lake. Like I said, the guys played at Buckeye Lake from 90 to 94, I believe it was. They tended to play a really good set list up there. I know I've just attended the venue recently and was really shocked at how small it seemed. It seemed like when you squeeze 40,000 people in there, it seemed way bigger, just to me. But we do have a lot of stuff to cover, so we're going to get on with a little more music here. And I'm going to change gears. I'm going to be doing, as usual, I change gears quickly here. We have a song that I really, really, really like. It's called Hey Jude. But the guys only did it 3 times, this one being the first time. And to be quite honest, it's not the best version. But I don't know if they truly did a really good version of it, only doing it 3 times. This song was only performed from February 11th, 1969 to March 22nd, 1990. So that's kind of how sporadic they were about playing these tunes, 3 times from 1969 to 1990. Not very regular practice there. But this one's a Lennon McCartney tune called Hey Jude. It's, like I say, almost to the point of unbearable. I ask my good listeners to please stand by me when you get done with this. It's very similar to running a marathon. You'll be able to tell everybody that you did it. So enjoy this Hey Jude.
Check it out. Cool.
All right, that was the Grateful Dead doing the first time. Hey Jude from February 11th, 1969. It wasn't as bad as I made it sound like. Listening to it in studio here, Dakota and I reached a conclusion that it could have been worse. So yeah, we're going to get on down the road with a little more music here for you. Got some information. Going to skip a couple of the regular features here on The Greatest Story Ever Told. I know I usually do a guest list and a opening list. Let you know some of the varied opening acts that Grateful Dead have played with, and also special guests that have stepped up to the stage with the Grateful Dead and elected to play with them. And I played a really good Smokestack Lightnin, a little bit over 13 minutes to start off the show. That was with special guest Elvin Bishop. We will be featuring that section every show now, so step right up next week. You may hear a tune that you've never heard with special guests you may never know about. So you're listening to The Greatest Story Ever Told here on 88.3 FM, WAIF Cincinnati, Madeira, Marymount, and Moores Hill. We do have a lot of internet listeners out there. I'd like to say thanks again. A big shout out from John from Avondale to giving me a call. We've got a lot of good music coming up, and speaking of good music, you can hear the best in traditional bluegrass every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 on Bluegrass in the Valley. Your hosts, Tim Strong and Rita, will feature the music of Bill Monroe, the Stanley Brothers, Jimmy Martin, the Osborne Brothers, and many more each week. Tune in to WAIF on Saturday starting at 8 a.m. for the finest mix of bluegrass music. So there you go. That's one of those great shows like The Greatest Story Ever Told here. Stuff you can't get enough of. Bluegrass, African drum, you name it, they got it. I'm going to play a quick little interview here, just like a little 40-second sound bite from Jerry Garcia talking about a little bit of energy.
A band like Big Brother was a good example. They were bad, but they were also great. You know, the thing that was great about them had to do with the energy that they had and other stuff. That is one of the nice things about it was that it was a breakaway from what's good. You know, I mean, the idea that what's good is what's steady is no better of an idea than what's good is what's crazy. You know, it's any idea having to do with what's good or what isn't in music is totally a subjective thing. And I think the San Francisco bands, the San Francisco Energy showed that music isn't a question about music, it's a question about energy.
All right, that was a little quick snippet there from Jerry Garcia about energy. Going to play you guys another tune here from the Grateful Dead. Doing a little bit of the Beatles, of course. This one is a great tune called All Too Much.
Yo, much.
was Grateful Dead doing one of my favorite Beatles song called All Too Much. Grateful Dead only did that one. By the way, that one was from March 26, 1995. The venue, the Omni. The city, Atlanta, Georgia. But yeah, a little bit about that song. That was only done 6 times. Like that one, I decided to play it for you since it is Vince Welnick's birthday. That was him doing All Too Much. March 18th, 1995 to July 8th, 1995. Squeezed it in 6 times in those 4 months. Again, it was a Lennon-McCartney song, as most of the Beatles songs are. So, speaking of something like this, disaster strikes in this country every single day. This means every single night someone needs food, shelter, and a place to rest. Please support the American Red Cross. To donate, call toll-free at 1-800-733-2767 or visit their website at www.redcross.org. And speaking of internet stuff, if you are on the internet, look up Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. You can shoot me an email, ramblinrob883@hotmail.com. I'll set you up with all you need to know about how to become a member here at WAIF, how to underwrite in a program. Or if you guys just want to request a song, I'd be more than happy to get that on the air for you. I do have a vast array of different music and stuff like that, and I would like to play this next one for you. Here we're winding down the last half hour of the greatest story ever told here on WAIF. Going to squeeze in the proverbial 3-hour show into the 2-hour window if I can. And we'll be back in about a half hour or so with Dakota. I think we're going to finish him up, get the program ended. He's going to try to conclude our program here. But going to play a tune here that the Grateful Dead didn't do very much at all.
See with plasticine water, with glass time. Suddenly someone is there at the turnstile. The girl with the kaleidoscope eye. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 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 Lucy in the sky with
All right, that was the Grateful Dead doing a little Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, covering that famous Beatles song there. That one was from December 13th, 1993, the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. That was the 9th time they played that song. They only did it a total of 19 times. From 3/17/93 to 6/28/95, and that one was kind of a surprise. I was just kind of looking through all my stuff and saw that one just about 7 minutes ago and decided to throw that on the list. So surprise. All right, we're going to get on with a little more music here. Got some more Grateful Dead, of course, coming up. Got some other interesting stuff like this next tune. This one's called Fast Drivin' Mama. The Kelly Richey Band. Like I said, Freekbass, going to try to get him in here. And this is what he's been doing lately. Been doing a lot of stuff with the Kelly Richey Band, and you're soon going to find out why. Because she takes it.
Well, I'm a fast
was the Kelly Richey Band. Yeah, teaming up with Freekbass there for a little bit of music. Going to try to drag those guys in studio, or at least get them on the horn next week for a little bit of information. I saw Freekbass, oh God, it was probably 10, 11 years ago at the Barrel House Brewery. I believe he was actually opening up for the Skeleton Crew, which is a Grateful Dead tribute band out of Dayton, Ohio, that aren't around anymore, I don't think. I know the keyboardist passed away about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I believe. So, yeah, that was a little bit of rockiness there by the Kelly Richey Band. And it was a good tune. I really like that. Looking forward to that. So we're going to, again, play a little bit more music here on The Greatest Story Ever Told. I'm Ramblin' Rob, your host for the best in live Grateful Dead, local music, jam bands, and, every once in a while some assorted zaniness that I try to contain. But this is another Beatles tune. Check it out.
Seems you
Okay, well, I just stopped that one a little bit short there for you. Anyway, that was them doing a little tune there by the Beatles. That was I Want to Tell You. I stopped a little short. Apologize for that. Sometimes Ramblin' Rob hits the wrong button. This is a complicated studio, people. Well, anyway, they only did that song a total of 7 times from July 1st, 94 to May 24th, 1995. That was actually a George Harrison song. So there you go. We're going to get on with a little more music here. I've got a tune that I think I've played this one before by the Beatles. This is a tune called That Would Be Something. A short little tune here, recorded off of Dick Pick's Volume 17. That's where I'm pulling this one off of. I've got a lot of those Dick's Picks. I think he finally stopped at 40-something, but the vault's huge. All right, well, this one is called That Would Be Something. The Grateful Dead actually did this one a fair amount. They did this one a total of 17 times, from 9/25/91 to June 24th, 1995. The song was written by Paul McCartney. No John Lennon in on this one. But this one is one of my favorite little tunes here.
Millhouse, you don't care about the environment. Hey, I am very passionate about the planet.
Say global warming is a myth.
It's a myth. Further study is needed. Whoa!
That's for selling out your beliefs.
Every week, innocent bystanders are senselessly killed with thousands of others injured annually here in the United States alone during police chases for nonviolent crimes. I'm Glenn Morshower. As a devout supporter of law enforcement, I'm here today because we have a problem. Police chases kill innocent bystanders every week, like Johnny Kallmeyer, who left behind a devastated family, including 13 brothers and sisters, or Kristen Saragusa, a fun-loving mother of 2. These deaths are no accident. Pursuit Safety does not want this to happen to your family. We're working for a safer way. Please visit pursuitsafety.org to learn the facts.
All right, there's a little PSA here from Ramblin' Rob. You're listening to 88.3 FM. The greatest story ever told is the name. Ramblin' Rob is your host with special guest Dakota. I'm going to play another tune or two, and then we're going to come back and close our show with Dakota here, the Festy Kid extraordinaire. And we're going to play a tune here from, well, I'll just say they're probably my favorite band in Cincinnati. I've only got a couple of them. Very few bands does Ramblin' Rob venture forth to see. But anytime that Jerry's little band, the River Runt Spook Floaters, or I guess as they're now called, the Spook Floaters, or these guys, the Rumpke Mountain Boys, are playing, you'll probably see me in the crowd. This is off their last album, their newest album called Trash Grass. Like I mentioned earlier, you can now download that on iTunes and find them on Amazon. Big news for them. They're available worldwide now. It's not just our little treat here in Cincinnati, our little secret anymore, guys. They're going to be big. So this is off their last album, just released a couple months ago. I'm going to be tipping my hat and maybe throwing back a couple adult beverages this weekend with these guys.
Bright blue morning, warm sunshine, songbirds singing on their telephone line. Packed up for leaving, my boots are pointed to the door. Hit the road this morning, won't be seeing me no more. Cost too much to stay here, and I've got nothing left to give.
Man, you got big. How long's it been? 3-4 months?
10 years.
10 years? Man, I gotta lay off the peyote.
Spider Pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig.
hot number there. That was the one I've been trying to play a little bit earlier, a couple times for you. That was August 24th, 1985, the Grateful Dead covering that great, great tune. They ended the show with that song, Day Tripper. That was from a little venue in Donner Summit, California called Boreal Ridge Ski Resort. Small, little intimate venue there by the Grateful Dead, playing a great tune. Yeah, don't forget to stick around for Boiling Point next. Phil's got a lot of surprises for you. I'm sure you're going to be tickled pink. And don't forget to stop by WAIF's website, WAIF883.org. You can become a member for as little as $25 or $100 if you're a business. It is tax deductible, and you'll be helping out community radio and programs just like The Greatest Story Ever Told. So we're back here with Dakota Halsey. He's going to kind of wrap up our show. We got about 3-4 minutes left. I got another tune I'm going to squeeze in here for you. But first, I'd like to give him the opportunity to do a couple little shout-outs since this is his show here.
I wanted to give another shout out to my brother, the professional skateboarder. Look for him. He's going to be the next big thing.
Oh, yeah.
I also wanted to say hi to my friends and co-employees at Ritz's Auto Service in Marymount, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, that's where I take my car. It's great mechanic. One of the rare things you can actually say in the sentence together. You can use the word honest and mechanic in the same sentence when you talk about those guys. Most people, you can't do that.
Definitely rare. And then I also wanted to say another band that I really enjoy, well, solo artist, is John Eric. He is a banjo player, calls himself the Banjo Ninja.
Yeah, that's right, he does. I forgot about that. Yeah, I saw him down at Terrapin last year. He was smoking banjo player. I may try to get some of John Eric on next week for you if you listen, Dakota. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Cool. Well, anything else you'd like to add on our concluding remarks here on The Greatest Story Ever Told?
I like turtles.
Yeah, all right. And with that, we're going to cruise on out of here. Thanks again for listening to Ramblin' Rob. Find him on Facebook, Ramblin' Rob. That's all you need to do to type it in. Going to crank out a little bit of Dear Prudence for you. Not a lot, but enough for you to kick back and enjoy. So thanks again, my mighty fine listeners. I hope to see you at 1 p.m. next Thursday on The Greatest Story Ever Told, or you can find Ramblin' Rob tomorrow up at the Tie-Dye Ball. I'll be up there in my best tie-dye, listening to two Cincinnati's only Cincinnati's Grateful Dead cover bands, Jerry's Little Band and the Spook Floaters, who I had in studio last week. So enjoy, my brothers.
Hey, I remember when a dime bag cost a dime. You know what I mean?